We're out here up here at JTBS Guide Service. You're gonna use their lodge today. We're doing a little post-hunt interview with Robert here. That's Robert Morrison. I'm David Hoots, good buddy of mine.
We we had pictures of this deer back in 2018. Very few pictures of him. We guessed him at a 4.5, 5.5-year-old deer at that time. He was a good deer, and we never did see the deer. Very few pictures of him. And then 2019 rolled around. Had a couple more pictures of him, not a whole lot. Just we hunted the deer that year during the rut around the 1st of November. Never saw him. Fast forward to 2020, had a lot of pictures of him in October, and was pretty excited about going up there and hunting. And got up there November the 6th, I believe, is when we got there. We hunted the rut there for a week hard straight. Never saw him. The last day he was there was October the 31st, and never saw the deer. He like he just vanished, like he just disappeared.
Like he knew he was coming up there to hunt him.
Yeah, and after that, your mind gets to racing. You thinking, well, did he live? Did he die? What happened? And I was running a covert scouting camera up there. After I left, and the deer showed back up December the 16th, and I called my wife and I said, "Hey, I got to go." And talked to David. He had a new camera, and we were going to try to do it all on film. And in your mind, you just think it ain't going to work out like that. It ain't going to be perfect. And it did. It was perfect.
I think we both said 100 prayers that day before we went out there hunting.
Yeah.
that deer would show up.
Yeah. Well, a little background there before we hunted. We got there. We rolled into Kansas. The wind was horrible.
Bad.
The 16th, I believe, was a Wednesday, and that Thursday and Friday, the wind was terrible. South wind, and I needed something out of the north. And I told David, I said, the wind's going to be perfect Saturday, which was the 19th, the day I killed him, and it was perfect. But we had pictures of this deer anywhere from 4 to 6 in the morning, and I was telling him on the way up there, I said, man, I'm just scared to death. If we walk in there, even with a perfect wind, if this deer is anywhere close and he sees us walking in, it's over with. A deer that size, I mean, he's not coming back. So me and him elected to sleep in, and we did, and that's hard. You drive all the way that far to sleep in, but I'm glad we did.
Went and got some breakfast.
Got some breakfast, and we decided to go in there about 1 o'clock. We walked in there, and at this place that I'm at, there's nowhere to get in a tree. I mean, it's just cedars that are not nearly big enough for a stand. So I had a ground blind set up. Had that blind set up since October, 1st of October, and went in there, and our ground blind had blown over. It was like 10, 15 yards probably from where it originally was. Yeah. And we got it all set back up, and actually bumped a couple deer walking in there, two does.
Yeah, I looked up and saw 2 or 3 does standing there looking at us, so I whistled at Robert here and got him to stop, and we just had to stare them down for 5 minutes or so, and they didn't really booger off too bad. They just got back into the cedar thicket there, and
Yeah.
we ended up getting the blind up and get it brushed back in and get settled in there.
And we had a nubbin buck come by around 3:30, I believe it was, that afternoon, and he come in, and he actually went the direction that deer never go, and you think you got stuff figured out, and something always goes
The
wrong.
direction we walked in from.
And he kind of knew something, which we sent it down, and we were all the best, that I guess any of us try to send down. And the deer, you could tell he just knew something wasn't right. He walked off, and then thinking in your head, is the big one going to do the same thing? Is he going to mess up and blow the hunt? So anyway, done that, and at 3:30, I look up and, you know, all I could see was
4:00.
yeah. Was it 4 o'clock? Yeah,
4
straight up
o'clock.
4 o'clock. Yeah. All I could see was that side right there, and I knew. I said, "That's him."
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of bumped my cameraman here, and he kind of thought I was lying.
I couldn't see him. We've been kind of cutting up in the blind and stuff.
Yeah.
All he said was, "Shoot her, shoot her." And I slapped him on the leg and said, "Big guy, quit messing with me." You know? He said, "I swear to God." And about the time I kind of leaned out so I could see, and I just saw his face and then that one side sticking out. And I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, man." Had the camera down here. I grabbed it real quick and got it ready as quick as I could.
Yeah. And I wouldn't even look at the deer. I was so, I mean, I've never killed a deer of that caliber.
No.
Not, you know, nearly that big. They're just so much bigger in Kansas than they are here in South Arkansas where we hunt. But, you know, it just, it worked out perfect. And here's a shot.
Just real quick, what you're about to see is there, where the brushed in blind was. Can't really see the deer from the camera's perspective, but from my perspective and his perspective,
Yeah.
you can see it. So it takes just a little bit. He'll ease on out there, but here's the hunt.
I'm not even looking. Watch him. You're supposed to give me a heads up. I couldn't help it, David. I'm in it freaking the fuck out. Dude, that's a stud. Dude, I look up and all I saw was horns coming through the trees. I said, shoot her. And I just looked down.
I got an old video.
Oh my God. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord.
Get him, baby.
Man.
Stood.
Oh.
He had his pegged, but he just eased in there. He kept looking at that feed and looking at us. Looking at that feed, looking at us.
Yeah.
dude, my heart was about to jump out of my chest. I kept my eyes up. I closed my eyes the whole time.
I know I was watching you.
Holy shit. Dude, that's a dare of a lifetime.
Oh, yeah.
He's a freaking giant. I gotta call my dad.
He had some
Did I hit him good?
You hit him a little high. But yeah, he'll be dead. We'll go back and watch it here in a minute on the film.
Oh.
Dude, he popped out of nowhere.
Dude, I know. I just
Right
looked
on
up.
top of it.
Right on top of us. Golly. Golly.
What time is it?
I shot him at 4 o'clock.
4 on the dot.
4 o'clock.
On the dot.
Hello.
Dude,
Hey,
I just smoked him.
you smoked him?
I smoked him.
What, that big one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see the air go in him?
Yeah, David's got it all on camera. He videoed every bit of it.
Good. Well, I tickle the crap out of this.
You're on video right now. I'm on the phone with you.
That's good. All right. I'm so glad y'all did it.
I've been tried and you know I've been tested, but I won't back down, no, I'll never surrender. I've seen the proof, I know the truth, this is what I was made to do, I was born for this. I was born for this. I get hit and I might start bleeding, but I'm not on the floor staring at the ceiling.
So, that shot, I know it looked like it was a little bit far back, but actually, for the angle that I had,
Yeah, best
that was
shot you
probably
can
the best shot I could have made. The deer, I don't know if it was part of the blind being moved. I mean, I know a deer that size is not dumb by no
That
means.
age,
He knows what's going on, but I don't know if it was the blind was moved is what kind of had him a little nervous or what. But then we later, right before the shot, and he threw his head up, we thought it was a
I thought it was a bird or something.
yeah,
that kinda
something
spooked him.
But I kind of got scared. I thought, man, this deer is fishing to be gone. So I was like, I got to hurry up and shoot. So I made the shot there, and later on, the covert camera, which is to the right of the deer there, you can't see. There's actually another buck that was coming in kind of to our hard left, and actually we couldn't even see that
We couldn't
deer.
see that deer.
So after we got
After
done,
it's all said and done, we
Right.
realized why he had threw his head up like that, looking
Right.
over at that other buck.
But we reviewed the footage. Thankfully, we got it all on film there, and we were kind of contemplating. We thought, well, you thought lungs.
Yeah, I thought initially after we went back and watched the footage, you may hear me on the video when Big Rob asked if he hit him good. I think initially I said he hit him high, but that was just going off of my eyes, and it happened so
Right.
fast I wasn't really ready for the shot.
Right.
But after we went back and looked at the footage, I initially thought, yeah, you got lungs,
Yeah.
But he was pretty hard quartered. And
We talked.
we talked to several of our
Yeah.
buddies and sent them clips of
Clips
it, and we'd all decided, at least 8 hours. We
Right.
don't want to jump a deer that caliber and run
Right.
him out of the country, so
Right.
we elected to back out.
We backed out, and we actually went into town and caught a football game, and
Got us some
and,
hot wings.
Got us some hot wings, and just kind of hung out. I mean, I was like, man, that size of deer, you don't want to mess up. So, and it was hard. It was
yeah.
hard sitting there for 8 hours.
Hard on both of
That
us.
was the longest 8 hours I believe I've ever been through. But so shot him at 4 o'clock, and we went back in at straight up midnight. We could not take it any longer, and the arrow, found my arrow there, and actually it was a good amount of blood.
Oh, yeah.
And the deer was laying within 100 yards. And I've never in my life seen a body size on a deer like that right there. It was just
It
unreal.
looked like a cow laying there.
Yeah. I wish we had a set of scales.
Yeah.
But he had to be what, 3 1/4 at least.
Yeah, at least 3 1/4
I
probably.
mean, he was a big deer, but
Telling you, everybody thinks they've seen big deer. That right there, it was mind blowing. I could not wrap my mind around how big that deer's
Yeah.
body was.
shot this deer at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Made a marginal shot. Think we got liver. And we gave him 8 hours. Shot him at 4 o'clock. We're back in here. It's 11:52. We're going to get out, see if we can get on some blood, see if we can't find this dude. He's a stud. All right.
Stick around.
There he is.
You see? Where?
Right there. Where? Right here.
Oh, he's been dead, dude. He's been dead.
What a freaking stud, son.
Smokes him with that behind the shoulder. Perfect. He's stiff as a board. Look how big that body is,
Oh
man.
my God.
Freaking moose, brother. Golly.
What a deer.
Congratulations, man.
What a freaking deer.
I'm happy for you.
Oh my God.
Dude, he's huge. Huge.
What a deer.
Called the FaceTime.
You don't have to.
I got 2, don't I? Man,
Hey, here, let me
look at the body of that thing.
I'm gonna mess with him. Is it video for FaceTime?
No, you got to FaceTime.
Oh. No, it's FaceTime audio. Video.
Dude, the body of this thing is unreal.
I knew you was lying.
Look at that, son.
Hold on just a second, let me pause this.
Dude, look at the body.
The body of this
Look at the body on this thing.
is unreal.
Where did he go?
Dude, what? 100?
Not even 100 yet.
Not even 100. What a toad.
Can you still see me?
Yeah. Hey, dude, that shot.
Yeah, he was deader than shit, wasn't he?
Yep, he got bubbles.
Got lungs then, huh?
I guess. I think I did.
What about that Expo?
I don't know. He's so big. Dude, I don't even know how we're going to get him loaded.
You talked back of the lung.
Yeah.
I don't know how we're going to load him, dude. He's huge.
Drive down here to him.
Roll his ass over and let me see where it come out.
Dude, he looks like a horse, lady.
Dude, I don't know if we can pick him
Oh,
up.
that camera, I can roll him over.
Is it videoing?
Yeah, it's video.
Right there before the back leg.
Out the front of the hip, didn't he?
Yep.
Dude, I've never seen a deer this big.
What a freaking toad, son.
Y'all better take some good pictures of that big bastard.
We will tomorrow. Golly. Man, what a deer.
Did he make it into the, like, did he make it? He made
Just
it
the edge.
Dude, look at this. All right, I'm gonna turn my stream light on here. Man, what a freaking deer. That is a deer of a lifetime. Had this deer in 2018. Had just a few pictures of him. He disappeared. Didn't see him the rest of the season. 2019, which was last year, we had a bunch of pictures of him. He just never would daylight. And then I had a bunch of pictures of him this year in October, and he disappeared in November. Don't know where he went. Well, kept running the cameras. He shows back up 3 days ago, and I said, I got to get to Kansas. So ran up here. David Hoots came, run a video camera for me, and first freaking set, got it done. Absolute freaking giant.
Well, just made it back to the house. About 1:30. Let's go in here and get some sleep. Take care of this boy in the morning. Still cannot get over how big the body is on this thing. Giant deer. Heck of a hunt.
Still pumped. Still 8 hours later.
Yep. Good times.
Dang.
David Hoots.
Where you got him at?
He's in the back.
Roadkill?
Yeah. Yeah. He already I've had pictures of him. I had a lot of pictures of him in October. And he disappeared in November. Yeah. I'll lock your number on my phone while I have it the next time. I was going to take his deer to a processor, but the one over here, that's what I
They
had.
only took so many, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it was tough finding a place to do a deer this year, everybody's telling me.
Yeah. I deboned, which, we got to have everything deboned before we come back across state line. And I deboned it all in that ice chest, and I'm just going to take it to my processor when I get home.
You just want the horn to cut off, right?
Yeah.
You don't want the skull, you want the jaw.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want the bottom jaw.
Yeah, the bottom jaw. Just one side of it will be fine.
No, that's what I cut off one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you for not wanting to leave that laying around.
Yeah. He was like, well, leave him on the truck. I was like, man, I don't know.
Well, I knew I'd be here maybe when you got here, but I'll
You may help you get him in? He's pretty in.
I'll walk him in the garage. I'm only going to be gone about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Wife's home. She knows how to use the gun.
Okay. You may be back here about 12?
Yeah, I'd say I'll have it.
All right, thanks, Rob.
Sir, nice to meet you.
And he looked in them pictures. Woo! You can't see that in pictures. Golly! James Scott, that come from Yorktown.
I ain't got one up there, adds up to one side of this thing.
Damn! What was the basis? They gotta be 6.
I didn't
Fucking
ask you.
bigger
Oh,
than
over 6.
6 2/8 and 6 4/8.
Yeah, they look bigger than that.
Man, it takes a big deer to get that right there. Oh! Yeah, that sumbitch is a toad.
My God.
He'd have been a good one next year for sure.
I was playing the whole way out here.
He's as old as he's going to get.
That's a fact. Dude, that is a toad. Look
Yep.
at that right there.
He's almost had a drop.
I mean, you can't even wrap your hands around
One of them,
that.
he almost put a point off right there. Would you count that? We counted that earlier. That's an inch.
Look,
Where
it's
at?
an inch.
On the back, yeah.
If it's an inch, I'd count
Look at them eye guards. He got everything.
Oh,
it.
dude.
Everything.
He didn't
When a
look
deer
that,
makes Big Rob look little, it's a good deer.
That's what Chris Weiss
It's a
texted me. He
good
said,
deer.
He said, how big you think that is? And I said, man, I don't know. He said, well, if that thing makes Big Rob look small in the background, I'll tell you that's big.
He was over. He
He's
had to
the-
be over 300.
Over 300 pound deer.
There's still some damn
Oh yeah, there's a bunch
It's
of bark and
matted
stuff
up,
in
all
there.
kind of shit.
bark and
It definitely was a hunt of a lifetime, and I'm just glad we were able to go up there and get it on film, and it worked out perfect. I mean, I couldn't have asked for any better. It probably never will work out like that again, but it worked out perfect.
What was the official score on him?
190 and 7/8.
190 and 7/8.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
good. 6-inch bases.
right at it, yeah.
Right at 6-inch
Yeah.
bases. Good dude, man.
He's definitely a giant. I just hope I can get that lucky again.
Oh, yeah.